Welcome to the school. Welcome to the school, where entertainment and enlightenment meets. And I'm back that fast, y'all. It is Fari with the Scoop of Fari X. I just got off, a little interview / discussion with Ayoka Loyal Love, and she was giving us some of her poetry for the Wake Up Wednesday. And now I have the talented James JT Thompson on here, and he has a couple of poems that he wants us to hear as well. We will be speaking about, some other things that we spoke about last week that we couldn't get much into because we was time restricted last week. And I'm going to welcome him back on the show. JT, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hey, it's a extreme pleasure of mine to be back on your show. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yes. Now we got a little bit more time so we can really, talk about what we want to talk about.
No doubt.
Without having to rush on over to the next thing and so forth. So how's your day been so far?
Day has definitely been blessed. I mean, definitely every day that you get a breath and above ground and you're able to make an impact, well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood for sure.
Oh, Mr. Roger. Okay, now. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Where are you at again? Was it Rock Hill? Is that
Rock
what you
Hill,
said?
South Carolina, beautiful city of Rock Hill, South Carolina, indeed.
What was the temperature out there today?
Oh, it was hot. It was hot. I can't even put a number to it. It was definitely hot, and it's gonna cool down. It's gonna rain a little bit in the evening time because the humidity was on a whole nother level.
Oh, it was blazing out there, huh?
Indeed, it was.
It was blazing. Y'all got some water parks out there?
Right up the street, about 20 minutes, Carowinds, right outside of Charlotte. Carowinds. They're not open back up yet, but they will be once it's safe enough to do so.
Phase 3 should be coming soon, so I think they're gonna be opening and stuff like that very shortly.
Yeah.
Very shortly. Don't rush though. Don't rush to them places just because they open it up.
Please don't.
Seriously,
Please
don't rush. Don't go rushing to them water parks and to them and wherever else they open up that involve thousands of people being there at one time.
It's gonna be there. It's not going anywhere. Please take your time.
Take your time. Take your time. Right. So last week we were talking about the injustices that's been going on. We spoke a little bit about George Floyd, but we didn't get to go in depth with it because we was time restricted. We spoke about what else did we speak about last week? We briefly spoke about what you do as far as being a businessman, briefly, because we was time restricted. So I really want to get into all of that with you. I want to get into. We are going to get into your poetry, obviously, obviously, but I want the people to know who JT is. Let them know who you are and what it is that you do. And what you bring to the table besides the poetry?
I would say an entrepreneur, businessman, co-founder of Big Woo Radio. We are 5 years in this year. Internet-based, but we heard all over the world and internationally. I'm also the co-host of, well, not the co-host, but I am the host of the Elite Life Show, which you can catch on the TNE network on the YouTube channel. It's a dope show. I have a couple of platforms, and I'm blessed to, be upon. Radio was something that I always wanted to do since I was younger, but my path got a little derailed a little early in life, so I had some other things that God put in my path. I'm not gonna say derailed. There was a purpose put upon my life, and upon that purpose, I was obedient to God. And in that obedience, God opened up doors that I could never imagine opening up for me. So, and I'm very thankful and very blessed, to be. I mean, I've been blessed with, two beautiful children and a lovely wife, and I can't complain because God has definitely been, good to me, and even in times when I ain't deserve it, when you're still trying to figure it out. I'll give you some insight on me. God blessed me early in life because the first 14 years of my life, I was walking around with a birth disorder that I didn't know, and it wasn't discovered until I was 14. And one day in October, I was blind and I had no gait. So for 3 days I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I had several,
You couldn't
several.
see, and you couldn't
I
walk,
couldn't see. I couldn't see and
and
couldn't
you
walk
couldn't walk.
for 3 days. I was 14 years old, coming off of a band trip, and my mom rushed me to three different hospitals over the course of a week's time. And finally, when I got to Carolina Medical Center, it's called Atrium now, but shout out to all the doctors. They ran a CT, a CAT scan, and an MRI, and discovered that I needed a surgery immediately. So I endured a 9-hour brain surgery at the age of 14. And that's when I first discovered God into my life, because there was a prayer that was prayed upon me the night before my surgery because I was scared. And I thought I was going to die. The nurse assured me, along with my mom, you're going to be okay. Just say this little prayer. Say this prayer to Jesus. I said it, went through the surgery, and, I wasn't supposed to live past 2 years past that surgery. But here I am, all these years later. God had a purpose for my life. So my faith is built on something totally different. So when I say that I trusted God and I trusted the process, I really did on a whole nother level. And he has showed me everything that he promised me in my prayers. He said, if you do this for me, you know what I'm saying, I will not forsake you. And he hasn't. And everything that I've ever wished upon has come full circle. And I've been truly blessed, to be able to see these days. And I know greatness was spoken upon my life. And a king's kid is what I say. And I've been truly blessed. A lot of times people don't take seriously when kids are born with certain things. You know what I'm saying? I had hernia surgery when I was 6 months. Like, there was so many things that was, my life was challenged upon early in life, but God seen me through. You know what I'm saying? And any of those times, any of those moments, my life could have been different. You know what I'm saying? The only two things that I ended up not being able to do was play football and wrestle. I couldn't do that anymore after I had my surgery. But God blessed me with life. And he blessed me with a purpose. And I've been letting him lead the way. And he's never forsaken me. I am truly blessed. So when I speak, when I write, when I do different things, like being on this show tonight is an extreme blessing. It's a dream come true because it didn't have to be. But God blessed me with another opportunity. So I'm truly grateful for you. And I'm truly grateful for everything that God has given me, because I know that my life could have been truly different.
Wow. Wow. You know what? And a lot of that has to do with yourself too. You had a lot of faith in yourself and you put in a lot of work yourself, you know? And without you, you wouldn't be where you are right now. Without your faith, or what they call, I believe in the Bible, that mustard seed, you know?
That's it. That's it.
I think that's what they call that mustard seed, you know.
That's
So
it.
without that you have, you did a lot for yourself too. So make sure you give yourself that same praise and that same credit, you know. Give yourself that stuff too, because you
Yeah.
deserve it. You deserve it. What was you blessed? What I'm not. What was you blessed with? What was you diagnosed with when you was 14? Exactly.
They call it, old folks call it water on the brain, but the term is hydrocephalus.
I know what
But
that is.
basically, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And so I was blessed because there are a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm an ambassador for the Hydrocephalus Association as well.
Your head.
There,
1 second. I'm sorry.
yeah.
So your head. What was it larger at that time?
I actually didn't have that, but they said that I had a tilt. I had a noticeable tilt, but the buildup you couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? So without being able to see that, you would never know anything was wrong. Everybody doesn't always have the enlarged head, the water, the fluid, and I didn't have that, but I had it building up at the base between the base of my spinal cord and brain stem. There was a buildup, and so
Hmm.
that had built up over the years. You think about it, 14 years, that the overflow, the buildup of that.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying, they went in and relieved all of that, put a shunt in. But you're talking about something that's almost 60 years old, and they have no other answer or relief for it. I advocate for people that I have a 17-year-old that I know in the Charlotte, North Carolina area it has had 60 surgeries. You know what I'm saying?
For hydrocephalus?
In this, ma'am.
For the hydrocephalus?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh yes, there are kids all over the country and adults as well that have had multiple surgeries.
Yeah, my
That
baby was one. My preemie. My first preemie had hydrocephalus.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he had
So
it. They had to
it's
do surgery on him. He had two actually
yeah,
because his skull was not closed fully, and there was water in his brain and surrounding.
yeah, yeah. So it affects people differently. But the one thing, there's no cure. They can only give you a temporary fix. But
Mhm.
I look at it like God put something. It was something special that it could have been different, and there's several ways that turns out. But for me and for a lot of others, you're still able to live and still able to go through, but we still searching for, what I'm saying, for a cure, and I believe one day that there will be.
I'm glad that you are a survivor and a soldier of that struggle, and you're able to speak about it. Because
Mhm.
there are a lot of people that die from it.
Amen. Every day,
Goodness,
every day,
goodness,
every day.
goodness. And I had no clue. I had no clue that you went through that at 14.
Oh yeah, definitely. At 14, my
Wow.
life changed forever, but again, I'm here, to advocate and be a voice for those that can't speak, and situations are different. And I've been able to go to some of the hospitals and visit and pay visits to to families and say, and be that prayer before they go through their 20th surgery. And I go to, a matter of fact, I hosted the we had a event last spring. I hosted it. My radio station went down. We hosted it, raised money. You know what I'm saying, to go towards a cure. They have one in Columbia in September, and they have one in Charlotte in October. And it's basically a walk to bring awareness and raise money. And I've been able to participate and for the first time hosted last year, and I really take that to heart. And will participate as long as I got breath in my body. I'm going to
Heard
participate. There are
that.
people advocating, all over the country. And this is just one element of it. But for everybody that's going through it, my Hydro Warriors, you blessed, and we're gonna get through this together.
That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Do you have any type of like do you have a organization or any type of nonprofit program put together for this that maybe people can donate to if they're interested in it?
Hydrocephalus.org. If you go to hydrocephalus.org, it will lead you to the main office is located in Baltimore, Maryland. Matter of fact, right outside of Baltimore, Maryland. And they have a plethora of information. They have a hydrocephalus page. Matter of fact, a Charlotte and Columbia page on Facebook. Nothing but information, nothing but to be able to connect with other people, other families that's going through it, because it doesn't just affect, what I'm saying, the person that's going through it, it affects the family as well. So there's all kind of, support. We have groups, we have, doctors that come in. They have a convention every year. And this year is going to be in I believe outside of Dallas, Texas, convention every year that gives you connections to doctors that specialize in this and can give you information about how to cope and what to go through and what you need and how to keep up with what's going on. So it's a lot. Sure.
Okay. Okay. So y'all heard that hydrocephalus.org main office is in Maryland. You said Baltimore, correct?
Yes, man.
Yes. So if you all want to donate or even learn more about it, go check it out. Definitely. All
Yep.
right. So, like I said, I'm glad that you made it through that. So let's go on to the next thing. Okay.
Yes.
Where did you say you were raised at again?
Rock Hill, South Carolina.
In Rock Hill. And your mama was
Yes.
raised in Orange, right?
Mama was actually, she was born
Orangeburg?
in York County. York County. She went to school in Orangeburg at Claflin University.
Mm. And your mother also she was there during the Orangeburg, what was it?
Massacre.
Massacre, right? Can you
Yeah,
tell us
yeah.
about what you know, what she told you about?
She I remember telling me about, just the groups, the KKK, white supremacists, to come through with the dogs and the water hose, and
Mm.
they killed, oh my God, a bunch of people. Some people survived, some people made it out, but the brutality of that particular day and witnessing it, and also being able to live and survive and be able to talk about it, and then be able to travel around after the fact and be able to advocate and let other people know how to be safe during that time, because it was bad. I mean, you talking about walking around with target on your back. You because of the color of your skin, you know what I'm saying, you're being attacked for living and breathing and being black, you're being attacked. I mean, it's just, something that I thought I would never see in my generation. My mom was telling me, and she would tell us stuff, as we were growing up, but in understanding that she knew what it was to not be able to drink at the fountain that was in the front. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Go, you know what I'm saying? Go to the back. Or not to be able to sit at the front of the bus. I mean, all of those stuff in teaching. My mom taught 51 years. She taught during segregated times, but she was a leader, you know what I'm saying, in the classroom in times when it was tough being the only black teacher in the school, but you were educated and they didn't want you to be educated, but she still stood tall through those times, made it through to see schools be integrated. So you talking about a wealth, my mom would tell us stories about, her mom and how she had to go work in the kitchen, or you know what I'm saying, do jobs that they weren't paying next to nothing at all, but anything to try to keep, the family surviving. So between my grandmother and my mom, they definitely, inspired and motivated me and put a fire, you know what I'm saying, to no matter what challenges come against you, even if you're dealing with racism and segregation and being targeted, you got to be a voice. The worst thing you can do is be silent. You got to advocate. You got to be on these front lines, and you got to be that example at all times.
That's what I'm talking about. So speaking of advocating, being on the front lines and so forth, you have a poem that you wrote called George Floyd, right?
Yeah, yeah, near and
And
dear. Yeah,
yeah, that poem right there had me kind of like, woo, when I first heard it. You know,
yeah,
um, I want you to let the people hear that poem. Since we're on that topic right now.
no doubt. Blessed to be able to, collabs with my moms, to sit down and write something that is now very much a reality. George Floyd, I can't breathe. Grand in stature, eager to please, kind and friendly, obedient but oppressed, robust personality, good natured, a father, enough of the injustice, fought to stay alive, legs pressed firmly into George's neck for 8 minutes 46 seconds. Of course, the plea was ignored by the white police officer. Yes, distressed and too weak to fight, death came quickly. Ignored, no justice, no peace. Color conscious, a white police officer. No justice, no peace. Time to promote justice, equality for all. Black lives matter. Racism and retribution will die. Enough of the injustice. I can't breathe. Anger and pain is not the game. I can't breathe. Truth is ugly. A knee is on my neck. I can't breathe. Heartfelt pain won't be tolerated. Enough is enough. No peace, no justice. I can't breathe. In peace.
Mm, mm. Yes, that poem was deep. Is that what I could say? Deep. Yes, very deep.
Yes, indeed.
And there's not even. I don't even need to ask what inspired that because it's clear what inspired that. And like I said last week, there's a lot of people that are going through that without being murdered, where they just feel like they can't breathe. Like they constantly are walking around with the knee to the neck. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of our people are feeling like that, where they are constantly looking over their shoulder and wondering, okay, what's about to happen now? You know, when they're driving in their cars and they see a police officer behind them, they're like, oh God, what's going to happen now? I know I ain't got nothing going on wrong, but they still can pull me over just because,
That's right.
you know? So it's like our people stay feeling like they got a knee to the neck and they just can't breathe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was deep. That was deep. And how long ago did you write that?
Now let's see. It was right after the incident happened.
Right after
Um,
it happened.
right after it happened, because emotions
Mm.
were on an all time high. And being a black man, and again, I didn't watch the video because the still picture was enough for me. And
Mm-hmm.
then hearing everything and the synopsis was enough to just generate all of those emotions, because then you see your father, you see your cousin, you see your sons, you see your uncles, you see that moment where, you know what I'm saying, it takes your breath away, because you can only imagine, wow, you know what I'm saying, all the emotions and everything that comes to broadcast and be able to, in that moment, you're calling out and you in transition, but you're speaking out to the living. That hit me on a whole nother level, without
Yeah,
question.
I bet it did. It hit us all, you know, pretty hard. Pretty hard. It was like I know for me, I was like, dang, again? Another one? Like, what else? What else more can happen? You know?
Yeah,
When
yeah,
I heard about it, and I didn't even watch the video either. I had told you that. I never watched it. I still don't want to watch it. You know,
uh,
I don't care to see it. I don't care to see it. I've
uh,
experienced enough trauma in my life. I don't want to see anything else that's traumatizing. You know, it's
yeah.
just it's a lot. It's a lot. Well, we're gonna take a quick intermission, little break, real quick, and we'll be right back. You are now tuned in to the Scoop.
It's your girl, Latanya Kiefer Love, representing Take of the Herbs, and you are now tuning into The Scoop, where enlightenment and entertainment meets.
It's your girl, Alethea Jackson, out of Jacksonville, Duval, representing Alethea Cares Truly Coaching, LLC. You are now tuning in to The Scoop, where entertainment and enlightenment meet. I see you, Faria.
Yo, it's Reginald DJ checking in straight out of Detroit from Lula B Records. You are now tuned into The Scoop, where enlightenment and entertainment meets. Keep shining that light, Fiery X. The people need you.
And we're back. And we're back. And we're back.
Yeah.
Yes. My goodness. Had to take a quick break. Let y'all hear some of you know, these talented people who got some things going on, entrepreneurs and stuff that's on my commercial. If you're interested, you know, in being on one of my commercials, the information was there. Just get at me and I can slide you on in on a little commercial break. So JT,
So
how long have you been doing poetry?
I'm gonna tell you, I just really getting started. To be honest with you, but when I started a Poetic poetry show on Big Woo Radio, I really started listening to poets and spoken word artists, and I've always had a knack for writing, and doing certain stuff. But I think I really, about 5 years ago, really got serious and really just started writing here and there, and like I said, having conversations, with my moms, and what I'm saying, just getting insight, because getting insight brings that creative flow, and then just have an opportunity just to write about certain things, write about different things, and then a lot of things are inspired by things that are happening in our world today. So those energies, it's not always the bad things that generate stuff. The good things can generate some things too, but I think your voice has to be a little bit louder when you need to be heard, especially when you have injustice and racism, and then things that shouldn't be happening. You gotta have your voice has to be heard. So the pen is definitely something that I say is an outlet because it also allows me. It's like therapeutic, to be able to write and get things out, let your soul speak on paper. So those are the things that and getting started and just really, was soothing and relaxing to be able to put the thoughts to the pen.
Right. And you did say something about your mother writing. Your mom's a poet.
Mom's is and she I don't even know if she classifies herself or box herself in. She'll always say, "I'm an educator and I'm a teacher." You know what I'm saying? So this comes natural, and on top of the fact that she's lived a lot of these things that this generation didn't even know was possible to see, or a lot of been swept up under the carpet. So I'll say she's a poet by nature,
Right,
and
right,
by
right.
experience. Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just rubbing my back. I got sciatica.
I,
I got
I,
sciatica. And it's like, ooh, my back is like, ooh. So,
no doubt.
so your mom's. You know what? I gotta because your mom seems so interesting. Um, you have an older mom.
My mom, bless her. Next month, 2 months, August, she'll turn 76.
I figured I'm like, hold on, the Orangeburg massacre. Like, how old is this woman? So your
Yeah,
mom will be 76.
she'll be
And
76.
she's still alive and kicking it.
Live and kicking, and still a wealth of knowledge and wisdom, and just now I can't even put matriarch. It's hard for me to title what my mom means because she's the only living parent that I have left, and I see it for what it really is. She's a true gem, and if you still have a living mother, do not take it for granted. If it's great you blessed with a mom and a dad, but when you lose one, it does something. It does something to you. A piece of you goes with them, but definitely, you know what I'm saying. Embrace the one that you have because it ain't forever. It's really more temporary than what you realize.
Right, right, right. That was some great words of wisdom we put out there for people who are listening, and watching. Great words of wisdom. And you are blessed. Your mom's, my goodness, 76.
It's a
Wow.
blessing.
That show is. That show is. And she's still writing poetry.
She call it dabbling with the pen. She call it
She's still
just
dabbling
sitting
with the pen.
down and still dabbling with the pen. Yes, indeed.
Like that's gonna keep her going, keep her mind, going and everything. That's amazing. So are there any people in your family who experience dementia or Alzheimer's?
My grandmother lived to be 95, and in the last year of her life, she had a touch of dementia, and my aunt as well. She lived to be 81, I believe, and so I seen that happen. From one day they know who you are, and the next day they don't have a clue. Even though the one thing I can say about my grandma is she still remember my name. She might not have exactly been able to picture, what I'm saying, all of, those years that we had, but she still would call my name, what I'm
Oh
saying, when I
wow.
came in the room. And I felt like that was God trying to give me peace and preparing me for what was going to go on, and I'm thankful for that because my grandma caught me the TLC. She got me tender love and care, and how important that is to show that in this life, and also respect and dignity. What I'm saying, which my mom showed me, and the content of your character will carry you in this life. It's not about even if people are judging you, you always hold yourself, what I'm saying, accountable and be mindful that the world is watching every time out. So be on your best presentation on any platform, any time out. Be who you are and be proud.
That's right. That's right. That is right. You got some great women in your family. Some strong queens. Yes.
Yes,
Instilling
indeed.
some serious wisdom into you.
Yes, indeed.
Your grandma from the South too? She from South Carolina?
My grandma was from the South, York, South Carolina. Born and bred, and like I said, I was blessed. She was blessed with 95 years. I was blessed with you know, up until she passed away, which was 2014. I was blessed to, you know, to be around her and just get a lot of that instilled. You know, that would we try to instill in this generation. I got it in my generation because they showed you the right way to go about it and instilled in you the fundamentals that the skill set that you need to be successful in this life. Even if you are, you know, dealing with injustices or being targeted, that you don't have to be defined by that. Don't let it be your crutch. Be better than that. Don't give them what they want, but rise above that and always be, you know what I'm saying, proud. And no matter how they try to degrade you,
Mm-hmm.
always be who you are. Don't ever tone yourself down to be less than the person that you were built to be.
That's right. Say that. We have a few comments on here. You got Nice and Queens. Good to see you, poet brother.
Yeah.
Talib King. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace. Peace, 7.
Peace indeed.
The power of God. That came in when you were speaking about your surgery and so forth that you went through.
Oh, no doubt.
Jonathan Coleman. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, indeed.
A family of words. Yes. Um, Not really sure what that means, but I know it's something nice.
Yep.
I
I'm
believe it
embrace
means,
that.
yes, it's something nice. It means like it either means greetings or something. I remember I seen that word before. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's something nice.
Yes, indeed.
Um, Beautiful. Yes. That was so true and full of wisdom. Indeed it was. She is speaking about what you were just talking about. The last thing you talking about that you're
Oh.
the women of your family.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, yes, yes. It's great to see the comments coming in and the support, you know,
Yeah.
because like he said on his last show, he doesn't really have a chance to deliver what he does because he's always interviewing other people. So, you know, he got a chance to let us hear, you know, what he does and get to know a little bit more about JT, you know. Um, Whenever I say your name, I think of the rapper. I don't know if you ever heard of him, JT the Bigger Figure.
I think I have heard. I think
Every
I
time,
have heard of him. Yeah.
yeah, he's from the
Yeah.
Bay Area, but every time I say JT, I think of J, and I'm getting ready to say JT the Bigger Figure. Like so, oh, Elizabeth Agan or Agan said yes. So yeah, I was right. Okay, so yeah,
Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
catching on. I'm catching on. I'm catching on. I have quite a few Nuwapians or Sabians that they call themselves now that follow me and everything. And I be
Okay.
seeing some words and I be like, okay, wait, what did that mean again? Wait, I know they said it. They just told me it means some whatever, you know, whatever it is. So I'm learning. I'm learning, y'all. Thank you.
So you got some exclusives tonight because I haven't had a chance to share a lot of this stuff. And so I'll give you one more gem. JT was actually really strategically orchestrated when my dad passed away. Before he took his last breath, as he died, and I realized that he wasn't here anymore. I
Hmm.
whispered, "I will forever keep your name shining in lights forever and ever. I will carry the name, and I will make it stronger than it ever was." So JT was really done on purpose in honor of my dad. I told him
Oh,
that just because he wasn't here in the flesh anymore, I was gonna carry it on, and that was the wish that I told him. I'll never let your name die. You may not be here in the flesh, but you'll forever live on. So that's where JT derived from.
that's sweet. How long ago did your father pass away?
It's 6 years and 6 years this year. Seems
Goodness,
like yesterday, but yeah,
I bet
six
it
years.
does. I bet it does. And
Mm-hmm.
your mom and your father were married that whole time?
They were married. They this past June 22nd would have been their 45th wedding anniversary.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I can't even imagine losing my daddy. I don't even know. 6 years, I still be crying 6 years from now. I still be
It's
crying
a day by day process. Is what
because
I tell
it's
anybody.
it's no way you can really prepare yourself from that for that, you know, to happen. Like losing your parent, you know, like there's
No
no
preparation.
preparation. None.
No.
None.
None.
Goodness. I don't know. Whew. So, oh my goodness. I don't even like thinking about that. Got me thinking about to call my daddy while I'm on the show. Daddy,
Hey.
what you doing? What,
Hey.
what you doing? What you doing
Yes.
right now?
Yeah.
Shoot. Gotta be all I don't like hearing about that kind of stuff, you know, because you know we live to die. As we wait when we're born, we're already starting to die. We're slowly dying as when we're born. You
Yeah.
know? And it's just
Mm-hmm.
it sucks to think about that, but it's true. We
It's
have
reality.
yeah, we have a divine plan. And once that plan has been implemented and is complete, it is our time to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just like just the thought of it. The thought of it, the thought of it. Goodness. So
Yes, indeed.
let's get into what you got next for us.
I got a fun piece. I got a fun piece. I write fun sometimes just to break the monotony. Just trying to put a little sense of humor, but then a powerful message into it. So one of my favorite boxers of all time was Mike Tyson. I grew up in the era of Mike Tyson dominated, and so I thought about something and I put some words on paper.
Mike
Um,
Tyson, huh?
Mike Tyson, the boxer, what he did
Mm-hmm.
in the ring will forever impact. I see boxing differently off of what everything that he did in the ring. I know it affected me. So I wrote a couple of words. I put some words on the paper, and I thought it was pretty. I would share it because I haven't shared this with nobody else. So
I'm
we'll
ready.
do
We
this
ready.
exclusive.
We ready. Let's go.
So I call it the Tyson effect.
Oh shoot.
Moving in a certain box can't box me in, though controlling the narrative with the outcome predetermined. In my head, haven't even gotten to the ring, and my opposition already filled with fear and intimidation. I hit the owl and then the ring. Intro done, bell rings. First round underway. Square up in the middle of the square. 15 seconds in, out like a light. TKO. The effect and the outcome. Won before I ever hit the ring. Quote JT. In peace.
Okay. 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 Now tell us about that.
I just thought about, a lot of times when we are in battle and we challenging or whatnot, a lot of people don't understand that the mental part of it is 80% of the victory. Meaning that if I already have got in your head, if I already psyched you out just by my mere presence, then the physical part of it, that's only 20% of it. Because if you already are psyched out before I ever get there, by the time I get to the ring, I've already won. I've already won the battle. So all I got to do is finish my opponent. The challenge in everything that I look at in life is this. If I conquer 80% of what I need to conquer mentally, get over it, create it, and just implement it. By the time we get to anything physical, the challenge is something that I just got to overcome, and I make it my footstep because I done already beat it mentally. So all I got to do is walk over it physically.
All right. You know what I'm talking about? You put some thought into that.
No doubt.
You did. You put some thought into that. So let me ask you something. I had asked my last guest, who was my sister, this question. So I got to ask you the same question.
Okay.
Do you plan on putting together a book or
Um, Actually want to do that, and let's just say that piece by piece, putting together something that will be impactful and inspiring and that will
Mhm.
become legacy for the annals of time.
Join
Definitely.
masculine and feminine energy.
Hmm. And did you think of anybody you might want to go through as far as publishing?
That's a good question. I'm wide open as far as looking. I want to collaborate with someone that can execute the full vision of what I'm putting together. Meaning, when I lay this body of work, to whoever is wants to take it on, I want them to know that it's that masterpiece. It's what they've been looking for, and it's what they've been waiting to work on, without question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you think you're capable of putting together at least 150 poems?
Without question.
Without question?
Without question.
Well, if you can put together 150 poems, to come on over to my publishing company. If you can get 150 put together,
No doubt.
we
Say
good
no
to
more.
go.
Say no more.
We good to go. Straight up. Straight up. So I am gonna go on another quick intermission. I'm gonna let you all wait. What's going on? That's your mindset, brother. Power to you. What's she talking about? Elizabeth. And Elizabeth over there laughing at me too. Sure, be laughing at me. Yes. We're gonna take a quick intermission. I'm gonna let you all hear one of my pieces that I tried to play last week, but it was so distorted. I'm gonna play it on my show. And 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, I can sing a little bit.
I hear you.
All right, hold on. Let's go.
Let's exchange vibes and see where it leads. Let's speak on our essence as we build positive frequencies. There's nothing greater than joining our masculine and feminine energies. Expanding our consciousness with pure spiritual practice. As I undress you and you undress me, I feel at peace and I love it. When our minds are on the same level, I am wide open. Focusing on our breath and touch, meditation. As we massage each other's body for full relaxation, raising our awareness with gentle stimulation. We yearn for each other more, yet we are patient. I feel at peace, and I love it. I know your desires, and I am here to submit. Explore my body with your mouth, and I will explore yours. Indulge sweetly in this divine bliss. Give yourself completely to me, and I'll give myself completely to you. I feel at peace, and I love it. Carnal knowledge is power, and I luxuriate in every bit. I appreciate every wish that you give me. The best thing I did was let you in me. Inside of my mind, my soul has been rejuvenated. I feel at peace, and I love it. This long wait has been oh so worth waiting. I never knew a love so genuinely yours. Every time my bodies touch, I rise deeper in love. It's an extraordinary adoration. I am more than grateful for every single experience. I am in so much peace, and I love it.
Yes.
It's dope.
Thank you. That's Art of Love Making. By myself. Yes, written by me. All right. So, yes. Just to let y'all know, I have a Poetic EP coming out. I plan to release it on August the 1st. It will have 6 to 7 tracks on it. It will be full of lyricism, a little bit of probably R&B. I don't know, but we shall see. But August 1st, it is dropping. It will be out for y'all, whoever is into rhymes and, ambient type of music and even some revolutionary rhymes. It's going to be on Exism. That's the name of my EP.
Any collaborations?
Hey, I'm open.
No doubt.
Oh, my honey commented. I love when he comments on my videos and my shows.
No
So
doubt.
Let me see. What we got here? There was an echo. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know there was an echo. I love that. Go ahead. Oh, let me see what she said. I love that. Go ahead, Fari X, getting them all published. So let me tell you, Sister Angela Thompson, my goal is to help as many of our people that I can, as long as they're willing to help themselves. As long as they want that, I want it for them too. You know, and that's just what it is. And I'm very, 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 very picky when it comes to who I actually work with when it comes to publishing and so forth, because they are a representation of my company, you know. So yeah, but that's what I do. And I also have, you know, I do editing and a whole bunch of other good things at farexentertainment.webs.com that you can check out that I do for the people. So yeah, check it out. Check it out.
God.
See, here go my honey. That's my honey bunches of oats right there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's
So,
black love, nothing like it.
oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. He be making dimples come on my face and I don't even have dimples. So
It's all
anywho,
right.
so oh okay. So my sister told me to sing. See, JT, see what I'm saying? I can sing.
I told you. Told you.
Sang, sister, sang. She said, "Don't get me
Sing
to
it.
singing up on this show during our poetic night." You know, I don't know. I might have to drink some tea before I go into all that. So,
It's all right.
anywho, so JT,
Yes.
all the poems you got. I know you don't have much right now, but do you have like seriously speaking, like if we was to go forth with publishing something for you, do you have or can you come up with at least 20 right now? Like, well, not right now, but like in a month,
I can give you 40.
you can get 40.
It's a
We
very creative. I'm in a very creative mode right now.
we really need to you know, work on something, you know, because your poetry is it's more like spoken word. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt. Yeah. Yeah.
So we should really, you know, think about collabing and doing something, you know.
Yeah. I'm definitely open. Let's make that happen.
Yes, definitely. Oh, wait. He said the inspired Mike Tyson poem was awesome too.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and the ring and
Appreciate
all
that.
that and the ding ding. Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
that poem was real. You know what it did? It created a visual. That's what it does. That poem creates a visual.
That was the purpose. A lot
That
of
was
times
purpose, huh?
that's the best part of storytelling. I want you to get an image in your mind. I wanna, you know what I'm saying, inspire you, motivate, you know what I'm saying, channel those juices that'll get you to, you know what I'm saying, wanting to make an impact, leave a legacy in this life, you know. Those are the things that get the mojo flowing. I mean, I love stuff like that.
And you had said something about you, you had said something about squaring up too in that, you know. So okay, look at him. He from the hood. He talking about we're gonna square up in the square. Like
I grew up in a time to where it was about Mutt and Jeff. Wasn't about anything else, and you live to see another day. You know what I'm saying? And
oh, you really from the hood. You this is the second thing you done said that I heard that remind me of a movie.
Friday,
You live to see
yeah,
another day.
that's it. That's it.
Pops.
That's it.
That's the truth though, right?
It is the truth and the light. And I wish this generation would get it, but you know, we still got work to do.
Unless, you know what, it's the truth unless you got, you know, one of those one hitter quitters that will knock somebody out, pow, and they don't wake back up, you know? Like
That's right.
then they just out.
And then you get that smoky moment.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, I'm just saying, you know, because sometimes that hand can be real vicious, you know.
Yeah.
So
You're
yeah,
right.
let me
Yeah.
see. Visualization, yes. Visualization is power.
It is.
It is. It's power. It's power. It's power.
A lot of people think this stuff just starts in the physical, and a lot of people don't understand the first images that you can get from someone is if you're mentally connecting. If you mentally can touch someone, it's stronger in my eye than the touch itself. If you can mentally connect and mentally just bond with somebody and really, vibe, like there's a strength in there that you can't even put into words.
It's the truth. It's the truth. So when can I have you back on this show again? Like
All right.
I was telling my sister, we do the Sultry Saturdays, the third Saturday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do Wednesdays, the wake up, for the talented people out there that wants to, basically showcase whatever their talent is, whether they're a rapper, singer, poet,
Mm-hmm.
business owner, whatever it may be. But I would love to have you back on again.
I'm open to come back on your show whenever you would have me back. I am available without question.
Okay, that sounds great. That's great. I guess we'll speak about that, off camera, whatever, figure out when the next time we'll have you on again and so forth, because it's great building with like minds, and I love me
Amen to
some
that.
poetry. I love me some poetry. I always have, and
Yes.
it's so it shows the artistic side of you,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it
Yeah.
shows. Because poetry is art. It's art.
It really is.
It's
It
art.
really is.
So a lot of people don't realize that's the same thing with hip hop, with rap. It's art, you know. It's a form of art, and it's the art that I love because it always creates that what she said visualization. You know,
That's it.
when you
That's
hear
it.
a dope rap song, you can visualize some things. You know, you can visualize. Today I want to make this real brief because we're gonna close this off. But today, my king, he was playing a new song by Dave East, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't the song was okay to me, but what
Yeah.
I liked about the song was that he reenacted uh Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
you
okay.
know he
Yeah.
reenacted Boys in the Hood in the on his video, and I was like, I watched it will definitely draw you in because of the art, how he put it together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's there's nothing more greater than that. Listen to a song that can help you visualize something,
Mm-hmm.
whether
Yeah.
it's negative or positive. It's about you being able to visualize what the heck they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I checked that out today, and I was like, okay, he doing some things, but he is a great artist, and
Yeah.
and my king was saying, like he's good at storytelling and so forth, and I heard that. I know he's a good lyricist. I know that much. Like he's a good
Mm-hmm.
lyricist.
Mm-hmm.
The song is called Menace. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so check it out. Check
I'm
it
gonna
out.
check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. I personally wasn't a fan of how many times he said the N word. I'm just not. I feel like you can do more than that than just saying the N word so many times in a daggone song. We said it hella times. But
Yeah.
besides that, yeah, the song was all right. You know what I mean? I really like the visual though.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. And let me know what you think about it too. But I'm
Will
gonna
do.
play one more last commercial and we're gonna call it a night, y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. Who we got? We got some people tagging people on here. Tagging people.
Wow.
I see a lot of people getting tagged in here.
Means it's a dope show.
Thank you, Energy He God. Thank you. Thank you for tagging your people on the show. And he's still tagging. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not
Oh
sure who
wow.
you're tagging, if they're poets or not, but definitely, or artists is. Definitely check out the show, play it back so you can see what we were talking about, and if you're interested in coming on, contact me. Contact me. I'm all about uplifting and showcasing our people. And I don't care what you believe in, what religion that you follow. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. As long as you are doing something that is uplifting our people and helping awaken our people, you are welcome on this show. All right?
Yeah, indeed. I was a plan B. I ended up being a showcase.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing within itself. And shout
Yeah.
out to the young lady that was supposed to come on. I hope, you know what I'm saying, she's doing better.
She actually, she's still, because it just happened, so she's still kind of wired up and everything, but
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure she'll heal smoothly. She'll heal smoothly. Take care of herself.
Great.
He said Dave East needs to cut us a check for the free promotion. Yes.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Oh, thank you. He said I tagged a few poets on his. Thank you, Energy. And you know what? You got that heat too. Stop playing. Don't act like I don't know that what you be doing. Okay? You trying to come up on here? Hit me up. He's a poet. He's a poet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a poet.
Okay.
All
Shout out
right.
to the poets.
Yeah, shout out to the poets on here. All right, so again, we about to close, and it was great having you on. I'm gonna play one last commercial, and then we out.
Dog.
Peace, everyone. Peace. You are now tuned in to The Scoop.
Coming to you live from Lawton, Oklahoma is Miss Portia from Miss Portia's Inspiration and Information. And you are now listening to The Scoop, where enlightenment meets entertainment.
This is Fire on the Track, straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Poetic, and you're now listening to The Scoop.
Hey, it's Lauren Danielle out of Atlanta, Georgia, representing Soul Divine Wellness and Creations. I love Fari X, and you are now tuning into The Scoop, where enlightenment and entertainment meets. Peace.
All right, all right. Do you have any shouts out to anyone? Anything you got to say?
And first of all, shout out to you, you know what I'm saying, for having a dope show, dope platform, and just really uplifting the culture and giving a platform for, poets and artists and people to come on and showcase their talents. It's not like that. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? So you bring a platform that allows people to be able to do that. So for that, God bless you. I mean, continue in the dope journey that you're on. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but greatness. Nothing but greatness is going to be upon you. I just thank everybody who was tuned in, everybody that took the time out to watch the show, everybody that's going to check it out after the fact. Let's understand anything in this world is possible, you know what I'm saying, as long as you keep focused and keep your eyes on the prize and keep God first in everything that you do. And trust me, all your dreams will come true.
Oh, listen to that. Spreading that holiness up on this platform. All right, now, we will see y'all later. Peace, love, and light.
Welcome to the school. Welcome to the school, where entertainment and enlightenment meet.